Hi, it's Gina. Welcome to the Library Mouse and welcome to a weekend vlog. My daughter and I are off to a women's weekend retreat. I think it sounds super fun. We are staying overnight in a historical hotel that they say has some paranormal activity, and I am not a subscriber of paranormal activity, but my daughter is. So it should be very interesting. She said, maybe I'll make a believer out of you. So we'll see. I also want to talk about the books that I am currently reading. What I read in February, which will take all of 30 seconds, and what has been going on here in the last couple of weeks. So come along and spend the weekend with me. All right, well, I prepared for my weekend. I went to TJ Maxx. I'll do a little haul when I get home. I did a TJ Maxx and Walmart. Then, even though it's supposed to rain and storm, I took my car through the car wash. I love the car wash that's near me because they have free vacuums. So you can pull in and use the vacuum and their towels. You don't need to get a car wash to have the free vacuum. And then I took my car through the car wash because she has a buildup of winter salt. Very thick, I'm sure, underneath. So I feel much better now that Fergie is clean. How many of you name your cars? My husband and I have always named our cars. His last car was Velma from Scooby-Doo. And we've had vans named Vanna and Tallulah. And this particular car, this is a Buick, and I named her Fergie because when we first bought her, my daughter was younger, and she thought we should name her Berrylicious because of her color. I'm like, Berrylicious is not a name. Like, it needs to be like a name. So Berrylicious reminded me of Fergalicious. And so when I started singing Fergalicious, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to name this car Fergie. So that is her name. So I'm on my way home, and when I get there, I will share my little haul and talk about what books I'm reading. Here you can see a salt mine, if you've never seen a salt mine, on the right-hand side. And hopefully you'll be able to see the mound of salt that's coming out. It's very cool to think that we have so much salt in the ground. This is an eyesore for sure. I mean, it's a distance from my house, but it's an eyesore. Okay, we're going to do a quick little haul. One of the things that has been happening, though, around here is I had a leak in my washing machine, realized it had been leaking forever, and went to tear up some of the LVP that I had down and discovered my whole floor needed to be replaced, which led to walls being replaced because we found some carpenter ants from in the past. So I now have my washer and dryer sitting in my kitchen, so this is a better view. So let's see. First, let's do a TJ Maxx haul. So the first thing I got to take away on our weekend is some Lesser Evil popcorn. I really like it. This is Himalayan Gold. I'm not a huge popcorn eater, but every once in a while, I like it. I also got some eyeshadow. Now, I'm a bare minimum makeup person, but I decided to try to step my game up a little. So I bought some eyeshadow, and I bought some body wash. This is by Bevel. It is exfoliating body wash with argan oil. I've never tried this brand, but figured I would. I got some of this salad topper. I usually put French fried onions on my salad, but this is edamame, cranberries, cashews, and sunflower seeds. We are at a little protein. Let's see, what else did I get? Well, I got, you know, some unmentionables, a pair of jeans, and these are more of a boot cut, which is what I was wanting. And I got this cute striped shirt to wear this weekend. It was on clearance. So that was my TJ Maxx haul. I'm sorry, I'm holding my camera. I am too lazy to go upstairs and get my tripod. So that's TJ Maxx. Let's move on to Walmart. Walmart was a combo of junk and health. So the junk is, my daughter requested some things for the weekend. Sun chips, all dressed up chips. She loves these. She asked for hell of a good. I got my favorite tortilla chips with lime. I got some shrimp. That's for me for later. And some cottage cheese. Okay, this isn't too bad. So that was more of my junk bag because, you know, we only eat those treats every once in a while. And then I wound up getting these calcium and bone shoes. It's got calcium plus bone strengthening, which I need for my osteoporosis. I was told that I should probably get some magnesium glycinate. I was talking to someone this morning who said that melatonin helps you get to sleep, but magnesium helps you stay asleep. And that's what I need. And I do usually take magnesium. I just had run out. And then I found this because I'm really trying to up my protein. Super Coffee. Super Coffee protein. It's got 25 grams of protein in a shake. I'm also trying to be less processed in my everyday eating. Yes, there are snacks here, but less processed. So I don't know if I'll like them, but I figured I would try them. It might be a good go-to to keep in the car, you know, if I am, you know, not wanting to stop for lunch. So that is my haul. We'll talk about books as soon as I put this away. All right, well, it's Saturday morning. We are off to Women's Weekend. Looking forward to having a really good time. So come along and let's see what we can get into. Oh, Shane didn't. Bedroom. Into the kitchen. view. Having a good time so far. I'm in my cute little room. My daughter is taking a shower, and then we are going to watch some TV, and yeah, I am eating a snack in bed because I made a mistake and got the room with the kitchen but not a sitting area, so we have to sit here in our bed. So that's okay though. We're having a really good time so far, and this is one of the little items I got, and I'll share more later. Okay, back from women's weekend. My daughter and I had a really good time. We did a lot of shopping, a lot of window shopping. We did buy some things, just a couple little things. We participated in a couple classes. One, which was a really fun, cute idea for kids. You take a little cup like that, condiments would come in, and you put resin in it, and then you take your little dried flowers and you put them in. You cover it with resin, and then you have like a little pendant you can hang in the window. You put a hole through it. Ours, we made this at a brewery, and then we had to walk like a mile back to the hotel. And as we were walking, it jiggled. So you can see mine is not straight. It wound up going to the side, but it was a lot of fun. And now that I know how to do it, and I have a flower press, these are going to be super cute to make things. You can make coasters and trays. So yeah, I was excited to do that. Then we found a little pop-up shop that does wooden flowers, and she actually has classes, and they come to your home, and you can paint the wooden flowers. So I bought this one. So pretty. You would not even think that that's wood. I'm like, okay, the cats are not going to kill this. So yeah. I also got this this little necklace from the crystal store. And I have a little turtle too, because it started when I was little. My parents bought me this turtle when we went on vacation. I can't remember where, but it was a turtle made out of a bottle cap and marbles. It was a marble head, bottle cap body, and then marble legs. And then my daughter got me a very similar turtle when she went to Myrtle Beach last year. And then I saw this little turtle at the hippie store, which was the crystal shop, and I had to get it. It's all wrapped up. It's very tiny, but I'll share it. Look at my cute little tiny turtle. He's very small, you can see how tiny he is, but he's so cute. So cute. We had a lovely time at the hotel. It was beautiful. No paranormal activity occurred while we were there. It was just a nice weekend away, laughing and relaxing, just enjoying each other's company. So yeah, it was good to get away. And then I came home, went to my grandson's birthday, and now we're back in some beautiful weather. Hopefully it just improves my mood. So that has been the weekend, but I still haven't talked about books. I'm getting to it, I promise. I'm gonna go do that now. Okay, let's see what they got at the little free library. Hang on. All right, we had a really nice walk, except for this woman who had this big black dog that tried to come after her, and Well, he didn't try to come after her. He came after her. And I had to put myself between them as she's running across the lawn, screaming and yelling this dog's name because he broke away from her, holding onto the leash. So it scared me, but she was fine. She's we just got some water, and now we're going to be headed home. She sees another dog out there. Okay, and I did get a book from the free book library. We have a Anne Rivers Sidon book called Nora Nora. It's a classic beach book. So I will talk more about that when we get home. Right now it's really hot. Okay, well, I lost footage. So there was footage prior to me going on a walk, and I was talking about the books that I had read. So the book that I am currently reading is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I've only read one other Emily Henry book, which was Book Lovers. It was okay. I didn't love it. I do like her dialogue. I feel like her dialogue is pretty true. I like dialogue that sounds like real people are talking, and the dialogue is good. I'm enjoying this book so far. I loved the Netflix movie. I thought it was super cute. I watched the movie before I read the book. So I am currently reading the book, and I like it. It's cute. I did finish reading The Lady of the Rivers by Philippa Gregory. And that was a book that I turned into the little free library on my walk. And it was okay. I gave it 3.5 stars. Not my favorite Philippa Gregory book. It is about Lady Rivers. She was married to Richard Woodville. And her name was Jaquetta Woodville. And she lived during the reign of Edward IV, I believe. And she was best friends to the Queen Margaret. And it takes place during the War of the Roses. And I felt like, with the book being about her and told in first person, she seemed like a very minor character in the book. Everyone else seemed to play more of a major role because Jaquetta really didn't do very much. She was the Queen's best friend. She supposedly had the sight. She had some, powers, so people thought, to see into the future, to see what was going to happen. But it was just she just took such a small part in the story, even though she told it. She was basically just telling what was going on with everyone else. I didn't feel close to her. I really wasn't invested in her story at all. I didn't feel she was a strong main character. And I did enjoy looking up information about her because I had never heard of her before. But not my favorite Philippa Gregory book. It was the only book I made through, though, in February. My problem was I was reading too many things at once and didn't finish anything except that. And that was only because I had gotten so far. I'm like, just stop reading everything else and push through this book. So I did. And then I turned it into the little free library because it's not a book that I would keep. So that is what I'm currently reading. Now, do I have a TBR for March? Yes. First, before I get to that, I'm cooking dinner, having some potatoes, having some coconut shrimp, and having a salad with some peppers and onions. So I'm going to make dinner, and then I am doing a Creative Mornings class. So I'll share that, and then we'll talk some more about what I'm reading, or what I'm hoping to read in March. Okay, so this class is called Floating Garden, a Creative Ritual for Renewal and Reflection. So we had to print out, well, first we had to get a shallow pan for water. And then we had to print out, of course I got coffee on one, these. I'm not quite sure what we're doing with them. And this is a virtual class through Creative Mornings. Check them out below if you've never done a Creative Mornings workshop. Oh, I'm sitting here already for it, and it doesn't start for another 40 minutes. I thought it started at 5. It doesn't start till 5:30. So I have time to actually eat my dinner without sitting here. But anyway, this floating garden idea, it's a hands-on art for self-discovery workshop designed to slow you down, reconnect with your inner world, and explore what is blooming, overflowing, joyful, and missing in your life right now. You need paper, scissors, crayons, and a bowl of water. You're supposed to come away with a deeper sense of clarity, connection, and appreciation for the current season of your life. So, and the artist who's doing the workshop is Juliana Nafel from Brazil. So it should be an interesting class. I'm looking forward to it. So that is what I'm doing at 5:30. So now I guess I'm going to go eat dinner. So I'm going to be headed to Lowe's today. It's absolutely stunning outside, but I just wanted to touch on the class. The class was very interesting. You put down in the flower centers things that you hope to cultivate, things that were overflowing in your life right now, things that you have gratitude for. You make these little flowers, and when you put them in water, they open up. And it was just really a cool meditative class. I enjoyed it a lot, and I really think that it would be a fun thing to do with especially my granddaughters, but probably my little grandson too. It was very cool watching the flowers come open. I did not know they would do that. So that was the class yesterday. I did sign up for a watercolor workshop that's going to be on Friday. I like to stay busy. And I love these classes, and I know it's supposed to rain later. Right now, it's probably 70. It's supposed to snow this weekend, but for now, it is gorgeous. So I'm going to go spend a little time outside. Okay, we are off to the library today, but before we do, yesterday I went with a friend shopping, and I have to show you. These are so cute. I got them at TJ Maxx. And I don't know, they just spoke to me. So let me flip my phone around. Just look how cute those little ducks are. They're just adorable. So I got those yesterday. I also got a book. So this is the book that I got yesterday from Ollies. I really love her YouTube and her Instagram account, Sweet Potato Soul. And this is her newest cookbook, and I've been wanting this. I don't cook a lot. Oh, hello. Come on. I don't cook a lot, but I always love her recipe. Sorry, cat butt. Love her recipes. It's a really nice cookbook with lots of great recipes. So I found this at Ollie's for $4.99. Come on, you can't beat that, right? I was also given this book to read. I have never read a Colleen Hoover. My daughter-in-law gave this to me. She had borrowed it from a friend, and she wasn't going to get into it. She didn't want to read it. It has something to do with child death, and I don't even know if I can handle it. But this might be on my TBR for next month. I don't know. But today I'm off to the library. I have to take Hattie to spa, and while I'm waiting at spa, I'm going to run over to the library. I'm going to take my reading journal with me so that I can see my categories that I want for Ellen's Diversity Bingo, and also my Newberry for the month. So that's what I'm doing today. I'll take you along and then we're going to wrap this vlog up. It is pouring out right now. I did get some library books out, so I figured we'll do a little car haul while I'm waiting for Hattie to get done at the groomer. So I got this book. I got this book for Ellen's Diversity Bingo, and this is This Kind of Trouble, a novel by, oh, I haven't had a chance to look up how to pronounce her name. I don't like pronouncing them wrong. Toki Ease or Ize. I've never heard of this book before. It was in the new fiction pile. It was written in 2025. It's a riveting tale of forbidden love centered on an estranged couple brought together to reckon with the mysterious events that splintered their family, and it takes place in 1960s Lagos. So I can definitely use that. As far as diversity goes, the writer is a writer and lawyer from Nigeria. So I have that book. I got Lorna Mott Comes Home. On the bingo board, there's one section that says broken, and I'm thinking this might, I don't know if this is a broken woman or just a headstrong woman. I guess I will find out. It is about a woman named Lorna Mott. She's a grandmother. She has good health, a French husband, expensive clothes. But she decides to leave her husband and return to America from France. And it says it brings us into her anxiety-filled America, where much has changed and where Lorna struggles to create a new life to support herself. I don't know if I can use that for broken, but I might be able to use it for something else. I have my own challenge for myself, which is reading Newbery winners. So I have Jack Antos, Dead End in Norville. I've been looking for this book, so I was glad to find it. I love Jack Antos. I loved his Joey Pigza series. My class always loved his Joey Pigza series. And this is a novel about an incredible 2 months for a kid named Jack Antos, whose plans for vacation excitement are shot down when he is grounded for life by his feuding parents, and whose nose spews bad blood at every little shock he gets. So he has to actually type out obituaries for the local obituary writer. So it should be interesting. And then I got this book purely because, like I usually say, I read trendy books way after they're done being trendy. I have never read this book. I don't know if I'll like it. I'm reading The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I've read one Frida McFadden book. It was okay. I think it was The Wife Upstairs. I don't think it's as popular as some of her other books. And it definitely held my attention. I didn't like the ending. But, so those are the books that I got from the library today. And that's basically my March TBR. And I'll finish The People We Meet on Vacation. So on that note, I'm going to do a little shopping. And I will check back in after I pick up Hattie, and then we'll see what the rest of the day brings. But I'll probably just wrap this recording, this video up. So stick around. Look how cute Hattie looks now with her little bandana on. You look so cute. Yes, you are. She's pitiful, aren't you? Are you pitiful? Yes, you are. Okay, I'm just going to wrap this vlog up. I enjoyed spending time with you. And happy reading. I'll catch you on the next video.